There comes a point when you're really down and out in your head, like when you realize, like, even though this person is there for me, at the end of the day, I'm alone in my own head. And if I'm not good in my own head, then nothing else really matters. You feel what I'm saying? So I look crazy. So I'm in quarantine right now, and I'm losing my and hold on, because it's hot. Okay, I had to turn the fan on because it's hot in here, okay? But I'm in quarantine right now, and I'm bored, and I feel ugly, so I'm gonna make myself cute. I don't got nowhere to go, but I'm gonna act like I do. Right now, this is what we're working with my hair. I know it looks real crazy. It looks real crazy. All right, so I had the thing over my head because I wasn't deep conditioning it, but I was using this Olaplex stuff. It is Olaplex number 0. I'm about to bleach my hair, and I put this on and I let it sit for about 20 minutes, and I'm about to bleach my hair because, as you can see, my roots are growing in. My hair is cut really low right now, just because I felt like cutting it low a couple of weeks ago. So, oh my gosh, I don't have enough bleach. Oh my god, this is my worst nightmare. Okay, we're gonna try to make it do what it do because I do not feel like leaving the house. But we got some BW2, and we're gonna put it in our little mixing bowl thing. This is gonna have to work. I'm gonna have to go get bleach anyway because I feel like if I only bleach my hair once, since my roots are so dark, it's not gonna give me the color that I want, which is tragic, but this is definitely not enough bleach. Hate that for me. I'm gonna use the Clairol Professional Toner, Pure White Toner, and 40 volume. The consistency should give very much, the consistency is giving like icing. I'm just gonna take a regular comb and just brush it out, but not too hard, because once you put like bleach on it, it's gonna burn. What's gonna burn? It's kind of like getting a relaxer. You know how like a couple days before you get a relaxer, they like don't scratch your head or do nothing crazy to it? It's kind of the same thing. Like you can't, it's the same thing. I really just be throwing it on there. Like there's really no rhyme or reason to it. And it's kind of really hard to mess something like this up, especially since I really just don't have that much hair on my head to begin with. And I'm just gonna, like, if you see me moving my brush sideways like this, it's because I want to make sure I really get to the black, like my roots. I usually do this in the bathroom so that I can take like a mirror to do the back of my head. But we're gonna see if we can do it like this. If I can't, I'm gonna just have to like slide to the bathroom real quick, but that shouldn't be a problem. So like with my hair, man, like I've tried to grow my hair out so many times, and I've tried to do different colors, and I've tried, like every time I put a wig on, I be ready to snatch that thing off. Wigs, I never last with wigs more than like 2 weeks. I'd be so sick of them. Like anytime my hair gets a certain length also, I'm just like, all right, bruh, where the clippers? Because I don't know, I just feel more comfortable with my hair buzzed and blonde. And I like accepted for, it took me a while to accept. Oh, I do the roots last just because they process the fastest. But I do know with my hair that this part processes the slowest. So what I really should have did was put bleach on this part first and then start with everything else, but I wasn't thinking. This part processes the slowest, like this area, and the crown of my head processes pretty slow also. So I tend to put bleach on those parts first, and I do my edges absolutely last. But yeah, for a long time I thought it was just like I didn't accept my natural hair as it grew out of my head. And I mean, that might be it, but at the same time it was like I kept trying to grow my hair out so that I could learn to like how I look, the way my hair grows naturally out of my head, as opposed to me doing this. But it's like, why should I force myself to live with something that I don't like? If I don't feel pretty with a certain hairstyle, what's really stopping me from just changing it to another hairstyle to look pretty, you feel me? So I don't know, like when my hair is like really low and it's really like platinum blonde, that's when I feel most like myself. I'm just gonna keep doing it. Okay, I'm going to try to do the back. This is why I don't do it here, bro. Oh my god, I'm about to cry. Oh my god. Okay, I just spilled bleach all over my floor, bro. I'll be back. How did I do that? So I just went ahead and finished in the bathroom because that was just a whole debacle that did not need to happen. But it didn't stain the floor. It did get on my finger though, and that hurts. Like, oh, and it got on the black shirt that I was wearing. So I took the black shirt off to reveal my black sports bra that I'll probably mess up too. But we just gonna keep this roll out, right? Okay, so all of my hair is covered in bleach. I'm gonna take my comb and like comb the bleach through, and I can already tell by the color that my hair is turning, which is this very ugly orange color, that I'm not gonna like the outcome. I'm gonna put my plastic bag back on, and I'm actually gonna do some extractions on my face so I can put a mask on. Okay, so the mask that I'm using, I stole it from my mama, and she got tricked into buying a little skincare product off Instagram. But this is the Gleaming Vitamin C Clay Mask with turmeric and aloe vera. I took it from her. She gets it delivered like every month. It actually works pretty good. But yeah, y'all, let's chat. So the reason I'm in quarantine is because my boyfriend works at a hospital and he got COVID. But to be honest with you, we've been like going out. So like, even though he said he got it from work, even though he said he got it from work, I'm pretty sure he got it on a night that we were out, and like we just don't want to admit that we were being stupid. So yeah, y'all really have to take this COVID thing seriously, because the way he's sick right now, like it's on and off, but on like his worst days, he is sick. You hear me? Like feeling like he has to throw up, like diarrhea, body aches, chills, night sweats. Like he been having crazy dreams, like super like debilitating fatigue. He's just been going through it with this COVID thing, honey. Like we were taking it seriously before, but of course you're only gonna take something so serious when you're witnessing it from afar. So like nobody we knew that we were super close to has had it, so we haven't seen it. Well, no, I take that back. My mom has had it, but I'm not in like, I live in the same house as my mom, but I'm not in like super close proximity as to monitor her every like move. So I know she was going through it, and it honestly just seemed like she had the flu. But my boyfriend, even though me and him are quarantined in separate rooms, so we don't have contact with each other, I'm still the only person that can take care of him. So like I'm masking up and like putting my gloves on and stuff when I take him stuff, and he is going through it. So like seeing it close up, it's like, dang, we really haven't been taking this as serious as we should have been, because this is a serious thing. Like, and it's so crazy because we said we were going to get vaccinated because we have a trip coming up at the end of this month, and we were just like, we're going to get vaccinated just to be safe, because we're supposed to be going with a group of people. And although everybody is saying that they're going to get tested before they head out, like just having that vaccination just gives you an extra peace of mind as far as traveling. So we were just like, we're going to get vaccinated. But it was something that like I said I was going to do, but I just kept forgetting about it, even though I knew like once I it really was it's just a quick process to like sign yourself up to get vaccinated. But I don't know, it's just I was thinking about other stuff. I was thinking about work, I was thinking about these trips we got coming up. Like I was just thinking about other things. So but if I knew what I know now, I would have definitely went ahead and got vaccinated, because I'm out of work right now. Like I can't go to work because I mean, me and him live together, so they're not trying to have me go back to work until he tests negative and I take another test and test negative again. So yeah, I'm negative. I don't have COVID, but he has COVID. And it's really crazy because I probably should have COVID because, I mean, we live together, like, but I don't have it, so it's really weird. And when my mom had it, I was like laying in her bed too, like the day before she tested positive, just talking to her or whatever, and I didn't get it either. So I don't know. But I also, like, I take pretty good care of myself. Like, I'm vegan, I work out regularly, I take a lot of supplements. That could also be what it is. I haven't eaten meat in like 10 years. I mean, aside from fish, but I stopped eating fish a while ago also. So that could be why my immune system is so strong. Y'all, my color actually turned out the way I wanted it to. I usually have to, like, when I let my roots grow in that much, I usually have to like bleach it twice to get the color that I want. Sorry, I'm fixing my septum. But it actually turned out to be the color that I wanted, and I am amazed, simply. With my hair, when it's like this length, I usually just like rock the waves, and I don't really put too much product on it. I rinse my hair out and I use the purple shampoo. First thing I got into the shower, I washed the bleach out of my hair. I used a shimmering light shampoo and I let it sit on my hair while I washed my body and did everything. Did like my whole shower routine. And then I rinsed the shampoo out before I got out the shower. Put my do-rag on. Make sure it's like, it has to be at the perfect position because you have to do your makeup, but you don't want creases in your hair. Should I lay my edges down? Should I, y'all? No, I'm not going to. I use the Supergoop Daily Dose Vitamin C and SPF. I really like the texture of this, and I feel like it has like like when it dries down, it has like not a sticky consistency, but it dries down to like a gel, like once you rub it in. And I feel like it kind of helps the makeup stay on more. That could be in my head, but I feel like it be working. I don't use primer or nothing like that. I just be going in. I'm gonna use the Milani Concealer Perfect 2-in-1 foundation in the color Golden Toffee. This is not my color because it's too red, but I make it work. So yeah, I can't remember what I was talking about before my camera cut off, but about how me and Darian are in quarantine. So yeah, he caught COVID and we have been separate from each other, and that has been hard. Like, Darian is my best friend, and not being able to touch him or just hug him or just kiss him has been really freaking hard. Like, that's my baby. That's my dog. I think because my hair is so light right now, I'm gonna use some eyebrow gel to lighten my eyebrows up. MAC eyebrow gel and Girl Boy. It's a brow set, excuse me. And this is all I put on my brows because they're really thick and they be in the way. But anyway, yeah, this quarantine has been really hard. It's not as hard as it probably would have been like a couple months ago, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I feel like one of the disadvantages of being in a happy relationship is that, hold on, don't you be doing all that barking. If you're gonna come up here, you need to stay up here, all right? Okay, you gonna stay up here, huh? Hey my babies, hey my babies. Yes, I know, you're just so excited. I know, you're so excited. I know. You don't hear anything. Stop it. You're being dramatic. Sit down. Thank you. Bless you. Lay down. Lay down. We chilling. Bless you. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think the downside to being in thank you. I think the downside to being in a healthy relationship is that it's really easy for you to lose yourself in the other person. So when me and Darian met, I did not plan on getting into a relationship. I was very much enjoying the single life. I was my own best friend. I never really had many friends. I don't now, just because, first of all, I'm just not a very social person in general. I'm definitely an introvert. I'm definitely an introvert. And I feel like the friends I do have, like, you know how extroverted people will kind of like take introverted people and like make them, like, they'll just pick the introverted person and like be your best friend. Like that's how it's always been, like high school and stuff like that. The most extroverted person in the room always would like build a connection with me and we'll be like the best of friends. But I say all that to say I didn't have many friends and still don't really, but I will always do things by myself. So like I would not like go to dinner by myself. Like, no, I was taking like whole trips by myself. I went to like a music festival by myself. I went to Dreamville, the first Dreamville concert, or festival rather, that was 40,000 people deep. I was in that bitch by myself, like alone. He actually was there too, and he saw me there, but that was before we met each other. And he turned his homeboys and he was like, "Yo, y'all seen that girl? She was cute. She was cute." And then by the time he turned back, I was gone. He loves to tell that story. Like the fact that we were at the same festival before we even knew each other. I think we're gonna do a video about how we met. It was very non-traditional, but I think the story is kind of interesting. But I used to do everything by myself. Like I would go to festivals by myself. I love going to concerts, and that was one of the many things that I did alone. Like I've been to so many concerts alone. Just take trips. I would plan spa days in different states and take like little mini vacations, and it was just overall just a fun time. So I would just say that I was very self-sufficient and independent. And I would definitely say that when I found somebody who liked to do the same things as me, like I kind of became dependent on him to the point where I almost got anxiety doing anything by myself. Like even going to the grocery store by myself was a struggle because I was so used to having him there with me all the time, like literally all of the time. And like you have to realize that this person cannot be there with you every step of the way. And when we first moved into our apartment and I was really going through some like really serious mental health things, even though he was very supportive in there comes a point when you're really down and out in your head, like when you realize like even though this person is there for me, at the end of the day I'm alone in my own head. And if I'm not good in my own head, then nothing else really matters. You feel what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, even if he's by my side, I'm going to die alone. Like you're the only person that's going to be with you when you die. You're the only person in your head with you. So I was like, I really need to get back to where I was before, where I'm not going to say where I was all that I need, because I think it's healthy to some extent to need someone when you're in a relationship, but get to the point where I can function. It wasn't something that he did, it's something that someone else that I cared about to a certain extent and something that they did to me. And it took that happening for me to realize that like I said, oh, I am never alone in this world, but at the same time, I'm alone in this world. You feel me? And like I said, he could be the most supportive boyfriend in the world, but if it's not right up here, then there's no point. There is no point, okay? And maybe one day I'll get into what happened to me, because it was something that I had to like work out through therapy and everything in order to overcome it. And there's still days where it triggers me, but overall I've dealt with my demons when it comes to that. In that situation, that was something that I had to work on, and me alone. He could be there as much as he wanted to, but until I worked on what I was dealing with, I couldn't move on. I couldn't go forward. So like after that happened, I really was like depressed. Like I don't think I've ever dealt with that feeling before. I dealt with not wanting to be here no more, and that's never something that I've never dealt with that before. But when that happened, that's how I was feeling. Like I didn't want to be on this earth. It was almost a feeling of wanting to go to sleep and never wake up again. That's how bad it was. And it started to affect me and Darian's relationship. If you know me and Darian personally, you know that we don't have a traditional relationship structure, so we are in more of an open relationship. And that kind of had to change because of what happened, and working through my issues and him having to adjust the life that we were living and just finding our new normal for the time being. It wasn't easy. I wouldn't say it was like super hard, but him having to make certain adjustments because of what was going on with me, and me dealing with the guilt that because of what's going on with me, he has to alter his life and do things differently because of me. It really just weighed heavy on me. A lot of the feelings I was dealing with at that time really were just feelings of guilt more than anything else. Just guilt, because I felt like if I would have acted differently, then the things that happened to me would have been different. I felt guilty that because of what happened to me, it was affecting my relationship with my boyfriend. I felt guilty about a lot of things, and it just wasn't the best time for me. But I got through it, and I can tell you one thing, even though I wish it didn't have to happen that way, it forced me to make necessary changes that I knew I needed to change, but I never had the courage to do so. So naturally, like by nature, I'm a people pleaser. I will sacrifice my own comfortability in order for other people to be comfortable and happy. And I knew I needed to stop doing that, but I could never just stop doing it, if you feel what I'm saying. At the end of the day, I needed to be priority in my own life. And I was doing for other people things that they wouldn't do for me, and I just knew I need to stop it and just stop being a yes man and speak up for myself. I just didn't have a voice. I did not have a voice. And after what happened, bro, like I was just like, never will I ever not say what's on my mind or hold my tongue to make someone else happy, because I don't want what happened to happen again. It's not happening. I'm worth so much more than that for this to be happening to me. And that really like lit a fire within me to be like, all right, bruh, let me remind you who the fuck I am. I think I need to find a new therapist, but second of all, I just feel like there weren't any breakthroughs where I felt like it was necessary for me to be paying somebody that much. I feel like the breakthroughs that I was making them on my own. And she really was just serving as a person to really talk to and vent to. And I feel like even though that's helpful, that's not really what I needed. So yeah, as of right now, me and Darian are good. But like I said, this quarantine thing has been really hard. I miss my baby. It's been really hard on him too. He doesn't like kind of being alone. I mean, he's okay with being alone, but we're each other's person, bro. Like, we don't want to be away from each other. That sucks. I think that I like the idea of my channel being just more. I know I started this channel with the intent of making it like a finance type, adulting type channel, and then it turned into like a cooking channel. I don't really see a reason for it not to be all those things also, because those are just all the things that I'm interested in. But I also think I really want to get into more personal things and just navigating this thing called life. And I definitely do want to touch on me and Darian's open relationship, just because I feel like we're really good at it. I do want to get more into relationship stuff. Somebody that I think does this really nice in a way that like I want to do it too is Shan Boodram. Shan Booty. I've been watching her for a really long time, and I like the way that she and her boyfriend kind of maneuver, being very transparent about their relationship as to help others, but you can tell that it's also super genuine, you know? Yeah, bro, that's cute. Something natural for the girls. I don't want to share too much just because I know I'm not sharing too much, but I'm honestly the type of person I am. I'm just very open and transparent. I really don't care about what people think about my life. Like, it's my life, y'all ain't gotta live. So what people might think about me and my relationship structure and just everything in general, I really don't care. I really want to do it just so that people know that there is an alternative to the way that they may be maneuvering their relationships, and I just want people to kind of explore the other options out there and see it from a perspective that they may not be seeing in mainstream media. So like the idea of just polygamy and open relationships and just non-monogamous traditional relationships in general, it's becoming a little bit more mainstream and more people are talking about it. However, people that look like me and people that look like Darren, you don't see that at all. Even with Shan, like, I don't want to diminish the work that she's done in the subject area, but Shan don't look like me. Like, she doesn't. At the end of the day, like, I like her because she looks more like me than any of the other people talking about what I like to talk, like to listen to, and because she just knows her stuff. Like, she knows what she's talking about. She's very well versed in the what am I trying to say? Content. The content that she speaks of. But there's no but, because I don't want to diminish her expertise. She's very well versed in her channel content, period. Representation is important though, and I would love to see like a dark-skinned woman doing the same thing. And if there is a dark-skinned woman doing the same thing, then y'all let me know, because I would love to see it. I wouldn't mind sharing specifics about what we go through on a day-to-day basis being in this relationship structure, because I'm thinking about, I already told him to think of some of the main questions that he gets about our relationship, because we are on like dating sites and stuff, and people ask the same questions over and over again about our relationship type. Like, People are very predictable. But everybody like has a lot of questions, which makes me happy because I like talking about my relationship. I'm very proud of what we've done, what we have been able to accomplish at our ages, and also in the climate that we're in, like being able to live the way that we do and do it effectively and be extremely happy together. Like, I'm proud of it. I want to talk about it. Whew, my nose is running. My nose always runs when I do my makeup. But yeah, bruh, this is not to say that the lifestyle that we lead is easy. It's definitely the most difficult thing that I've ever done. Being in an open relationship is the most difficult thing that I've ever done. But I wouldn't want it any other way because I just feel like myself, if that makes sense. I've tried to be in a monogamous relationship and it just didn't work out for me. If that's something that y'all are interested in seeing, definitely let me know. Even if it's not something y'all are interested in seeing, I'm probably still gonna do it. Because that's just what I want to do. Like, I want to talk about polygamy or non-monogamy, because I wouldn't really say we're in a polygamous relationship. I'm gonna go wet my beauty blenders and I'll be back momentarily. My camera is actually going to die. I think I've said all that I wanted to say. I'm gonna come back when I finish just so y'all can see the final look. I think this light is also too bright, so I don't know if this is better because I ran out of natural light. It's 8 o'clock. It's 8:15. It's still kind of light outside, but not really. So this is a better look. Hopefully that lighting is better because I feel like it was washing me out. But yes, that is the end of it. Let me know what other videos y'all want to see from me. I kind of already explained the type of like what I'm trying to give, what I'm trying to give. But if y'all want to see something else, then just let me know. Because at the end of the day, I want to like what I'm putting out there, but I also want people to like what I'm putting out there too. So just let me know. You feel me? Like, if y'all want to see, if y'all don't want to see no relationship stuff, then I probably won't put no relationship stuff out there. But then y'all might. I probably will. I don't know. Y'all just let me know. Y'all let me know. So that's all I have. I'm wishing you lots of light and love and peace and positivity. And I really want y'all to make the rest of y'all's day great. And that's pretty much it. So I will see you in my next video. Bye.